Giant metal spider. Creeping ghost butlers? This thing could be deeper than anyone guessed. Might be time for a change of costume, and also, level 2, the ninja training grounds. I know I said that before it appeared, I'm just really... fucking love this game! Hi guys, I'm Matt Breslau, and I'm not wearing a shirt right now. Because it was really hot last night, I just woke up, and I didn't really want to swelter in my sleep. So I'm just gonna jump around for a bit here before we get started. Now you're probably wondering, where the fuck am I? The fuck is that? The fuck is this thing up here? The fuck are all these? Well, you know what these are, and you know what that duck head was. That's a checkpoint. But what's that? Well, we're about to find out. Honestly, right now. That's the witch doctor. He's the main antagonist, but you don't know that yet. But since this game has virtually no story, I'll just spoil it for you. So when you infuse Maui with the power of yin-yangs and take 4 parts of his soul away, I guess that's what that's supposed to be, he transforms into Cold Shadow, the bow-staff-wielding duck ninja warrior. Up in the top right is my yin-yang power. The more you have, the more attacks Maui can do when you continuously hit the A button in succession, which is kind of nice. These guys' attacks are pretty hard to hit, so my preferred method of attacking them is ducking down and doing this, so they can very rarely actually hit you. I say that as I get, like, my ass handed to me. You see what he's doing there? We can actually do that. Not yet, but we will be able to soon when we find a pathway that looks like that. It's worth mentioning, there's a little aesthetic to having more yin-yang power. The more you have, well, depending on how much you have, Maui's blindfold, and yes, that is a blindfold, and his belt will change color. So, it actually is pretty cool to see what different color combinations. See, now it's green when it was yellow before, and it was red before that, and white before that. At least I think it... No, I don't think I lost enough to make it white. But anyway, you lose yin-yang power when you use your attacks in succession. So if I continuously hit A, I will use... Yeah, see, it's like a freaking... quintuple hit there that I didn't really need to use, and I have 5 HP left to do this, but I can. So once you kill those things, you can actually go inside Dungeon Man. That's an Earthbound reference for you seasoned Earthbound fans, and like crash through that wall and then get out of Dungeon Man duck thing, and then get my ass handed to me because I have 5 HP. Hopefully I'll find some juice. Oh yeah, that's another thing, I didn't explain that. In this game, that's your life refill right there, that tub of juice. The big ones will actually increase your maximum and refill your life a little bit. The small ones will just refill your life a little bit. So this will give me a whopping total of... Yeah, see, the max you start out with is, I believe, 150. So this will bring me all the way back to max. If I get another one, I will actually max out at more than 150 next time, which is kind of nice. Fuck. I wanted to go up there. I wanted to... Ow, stop hitting me! I will get up there. Bam. If you hold Y, or actually, just if you press it once, when you're in between, like, 2 walls like this, Maui, or Cold Shadow, rather, will use his bow staff to, well, sort of... Did I really just do that? Okay, well now that my stupidity has been completely diminished, hopefully, I've taught you how to do that. And you press Y when you're in between 2 walls. Maui, or rather Cold Shadow, will use his bow staff as sort of leverage to climb. And that just brought me back to an area I didn't want to go toward. So I feel just a little bit retarded. Can I get up here? No, that's a little bit too high, even though my legs can reach the fucking ledge. But I can get up here just fucking fine. Alright. Oh, let me get this checkpoint, thank God. Yeah, that's another thing. I'm not going to be using save states during the levels, but after the levels, like in between worlds, and sometimes in between levels, I might. Also, I love that. He's like completely gone. So, Yeah, alright, I guess I'll talk about my life a bit. I was born and raised in the ocean. I have a tale to tell about that. No, there actually is something I do want to talk about, I suppose. Every Sunday, and today is Sunday, my friends and I get together around 4 o'clock or so for Dungeons and Dragons, and I'd be the first to tell you that I play because I'm not ashamed and I freaking love it. So yeah, let's walk Dungeon Man over here. Anyway, we are all in like this cohesive group, and I love us all so much. I really enjoy playing D&D with my friends, and I'd be the first to tell you that. So, my lovely girlfriend is also a member of this cohesive group, and she has been for quite a while now. And basically, we make sure we play D&D every Sunday, so it's sort of an obligation. And everybody goes all the time, and whenever somebody doesn't, we all get pretty fucking mad. But today, there might be a possibility that my girlfriend isn't coming because she made other plans, and to say the least, I am a little bit upset because it is... we do consider it an obligation. Anyway, yeah, that was the end of the level. And, I don't think I mentioned this, but yeah, if you press X now, you can transform from Cold Shadow to Maui Mallard, and vice versa. But, only if you have yin-yang power in reserve, and I don't, so I have to go up here, shoot this fucker, get some yin-yang power, transform, and now I can climb this thing. So now it's required to climb this wall, and now we get different color duck ninjas. And depending on the color that they are, the stronger they are, and the harder they are to kill. It depends. I think black is the strongest. I think they range the same way that Cold Shadow does, like, the more yin-yang he has, the stronger he is with his attacks. And it's also shown by the different scale of colors on his blindfold and his belt. So I think it ranges like white, red, yellow, green, purple, black, I think. I'm not exactly sure. I thought I knew a lot about this game. And in the interim, I did. So let's get these, do a flip on the way down. Alright, I guess not. Ah, fuck you, greenies. You guys take, what, 2 hits, I think? I guess not. I guess it's not even 3. Please be 4. Please be 4. Get over here. Or 5. Or 6. 6 is fine. 7. 7's a nice number. Can I go this way? No, I can't. Okay, let's go up. Uppity, uppity. So the fun thing about this is I don't have to use a timer anymore like I did on my first episode because YouTube just randomly enabled me for videos longer than 15 minutes. And I'm not popular, so I don't know why. But hopefully this will blow up. And by blow up, I mean explode. If you're wondering what that was, it's really not important. It's just a bunch of scenery change. Let's grab that. And that. Okay, well, actually, yeah, let's get these. And you can bite the dust if you don't mind. Please, please die. Who's at my door? I don't know. I don't know if you guys heard the doorbell, but I'm not getting it. There are other people home. They can do it for me. At least they think there are. Yeah, there are. Okay. Just heard my mom walk by, so that's kind of the, I'm home thing. It's probably my sister coming home from work or something. Yeah, maybe I'll talk about my family a little bit. Well, I won't really get into details, but it's worth mentioning that I live with my mom, her boyfriend, and my sister. We live on the island in New York, and I have a cat named Billy, who I consider a member of the family, so fuck you and shut your mouth. I'm sorry, I love this game so much. Part of the reason why I chose this game isn't just because I'm very, like, fluent with it, because I've played it so many times over so many years. This game holds significant memory for me that at certain points I can just bring out stories to share with you, which may or may not be interesting, but I find them... well, they fascinate me, and I'm the one who first created the story, not created them, but who first beheld them, because they center around me, because they're my memories. So, like, I could probably share one about that right there. If you notice, this wall painting looks like some guy shoving his hand up someone's ass while someone else pokes the third guy in the eyes. When I was a kid, that like, wall painting or whatever it is creeped the hell out of me. Just because of that guy's face on the left. Look at him smiling like a fucking asshole. He's like, Yahtzee! For those of you who know what Yahtzeeing is, if not, refer to Manual A.3, Matt Breslow and his idiot friends. Alright, now this is a level where they actually put in some stuff to do for both Cold Shadow and Maui. Sort of. So, it is recommended that you use Cold Shadow for the most part, but at some parts it actually may be smart to change to Maui. And we need a small jump here. Also, it's worth mentioning that Cold Shadow jumps just a little bit lower than Maui does. Just a tiny, tiny smidge. It's hardly gameplay affecting because it's hardly noticeable, but it really is actually just a smidge lower of a jump. Is there anything up here? I guess not. But there are some yin-yangs in here. When I was in summer camp as a child, there was this girl that I had, like, my back from the dead. When I was in summer camp, there was this girl that I had my eye on, sort of, and I was young, so it was just like one of those minuscule crushes you get that go away after summer camp is over. And anyway, her name was Nicole, and I went on vacation. We went to, I don't remember where we went. I think we went to Mexico. My family and I went to Mexico 1 week during, you know, my enrollment at that summer camp. So for that week, both my sister and I went to that camp. We weren't there, and instead we went to Mexico. We went on a cruise to Cozumel, and I loved it there. It was a really nice vacation. That was back before my family started being annoying. And I'll explain more about that probably in future episodes. Anyway, here's the end of the level. So, and here's a cutscene. So, actually, yeah. Maui! I don't really know who this chick is. The legend foretells only a great warrior will save us. Not you! Oh, I'm sorry. Don't get involved. You'll just ruin everything like always. So this implies that Maui is... oh, this is your only warning. This implies that Maui has done stuff like this before, I suppose? And I guess he ruins everything. But, not here. Do not be Maui for this segment. This is the boss. Do not be Maui. And I'm just going to show you the way that I do this. Stand up here, and just whip away. Because they can't touch you. Bam. And like the I don't know what you would consider, but I guess like the mustached duck statue in the middle will light up on like the left and right to tell you the different stages of the battle that you're going through. So right now I'm going through stage 1, I suppose. Remember when I said they can't touch you? Yeah, that's only if you don't move around like I'm moving around. Or like the way that I'm moving around. Whatever. Some yin-yangs. Duck again. Kill these assholes. Is it worth mentioning that I'm a little upset that I said fuck in the first episode of this Let's Play? Only a little bit, though, because it's pretty much my vocabulary. I tend to swear a lot for no good reason. I actually do study language. I consider myself a linguist, and even though English is my first language, I studied it more than I studied anything else. Oh yeah, these guys know spells. If you see them, like, dip their bow staves and, like, aim them at you for some reason, they are actually gonna shoot something at you, so be careful. Like, these guys, yeah, these guys shoot fire. It's pretty fast. So it's a little hard to dodge, but you get the hang of it, it's okay. And since there are two of them, you need to keep your eyes on both. I'm going to die. I wish they would die instead of me. Juice! And after you kill the black guy, black robed ducks, this is your actual boss, apparently. Who is just a floating... He has a set path. He can't just home in on you, so the smartest thing to do is just stay behind it. And just hit it, if you actually can. Because I seem to be having more trouble than I usually do when I play this on the Super Nintendo. And there we go. You get an extra life, you stand up here, and now... Congratulations. Did I get enough loot to access the password? No entry. Which also means no password. So, save state, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.